back to SunshinehazeCo. I'm Aja. I'm Aja. This is going to be the video on today's full moon in Leo. And I've been learning the YouTube algorithm, so I'm going to try to kick this to y'all in like 10 minutes, 10-15, okay? So let's just get straight into it. We are having a full moon in fixed fire sign, Leo. What is a fixed sign? That is a sign that comes in the middle of the season. Fixed energy is really all about doing the work and going through the process. So Leo is the fixed summer energy, okay? So we have this fixed summer full moon in the middle of a winter season. What is a full moon? That's when we have an opposition. The moon is in opposition to the sun. And so it appears in the sky as it is fully illuminated. Energetically speaking, to full moon, we're talking about a time of illumination, clarity, and also release. And anytime that we have, Outfit trying to get me to flash y'all on YouTube. So I'm trying to keep it G here. What was I saying? Energetically speaking, no, I think I just told you guys that. Release, clarity. Oh, speaking to the moon, anytime we have these major lunations, like a new moon or a full moon, because the moon is associated with spirituality and psychism and intuition, that is a time when our gifts, our emotions, our psychism, our intuition, all these things are heightened around this time as well. So emotions are possibly going to be on 10, and I'll get into that a little bit later. All right. It was so loud in here. That was my refrigerator. Like, my goodness. Okay, so this moon is happening today. It is February 16th. This is happening on a 6th day. I'll talk about the numerology in a couple of minutes as well. And it is going to be happening in 28 degrees. So we don't have a lot of major aspects happening for this moon, but we do have a couple of things going on that I did want to speak to briefly. The first is that we do have a quincunx aspect to Pluto. Pluto is the planet of transformation and regeneration and rebirth and death and sex and all the things. Google is free if you want to get a little bit more in depth there. So we have a quincunx to Pluto, which with the moon being the planet that governs our emotions and our feelings and things of that sort, our subconscious feelings are going to kind of be at the forefront during this time. And because we are dealing with this fire energy, and fire is a very passionate feeling type of energy, the things that we are very passionate about, our true wants, our true desires, our true needs are going to be, I don't want to say weighing on our hearts, because that's not the energy that we're coming with. But it is going to be very prominent. It's going to be making your heart beat during this these next couple of weeks as far as this Leo lunar cycle is concerned, okay? Another thing that we have going on is an exact alignment of Venus and Mars. So we've got the planet of our instinct and our drive, and the planet of love and beauty and aesthetic. Who is this? I don't have my glasses on. Those are stars. What's good? Yo, I've been doing a lot of writing for the past few days, and that's crazy. I think my eyesight is getting worse, y'all, because I should have been able to see the name by leaning into the screen, and I could not see what that said. So I don't know who you were, but hello, thank you for watching. So we have this alignment of Venus and Mars happening right before we have this full moon. It's actually a couple of hours prior to the full moon. So this is just increasing our desire for physicality and intimacy and love. And again, going to speak back to those things that we are truly and honestly passionate about. So don't be surprised if, you feel yourself like feeling the need or wanting to work on certain things that are not necessarily, important, so to speak, or not like your focus right now. Understand that whatever you are called to or pulled to over these next couple of weeks, especially closer to the actual lunation, which is typically 3 or 4 days prior to and following the full moon, you might find yourself working on passion projects. You might find yourself reaching out to people that you really, truly, and honestly care about. And you may not know why you felt like calling them, but it's because these things have a special place in your heart. And that is what this moon's energy is really bringing to the forefront for us, okay? So let's get into the main points for this moon. The one thing that I wanted to tell you guys as far as this energy is concerned, I want to speak to a saying that my Grammy has. And what's funny is she is a Leo she's a Leo moon or a Leo rising. She's a Libra sun, but she has a Leo moon or rising. So this is one of her moons. And one of her phrases she's been telling me and everybody in my family for all the years. And she typically says this when we're getting on her nerves and she trying to put us in our place. But I'm going to flip it to speak to this Leo energy, okay? She says, I can show you better than I can tell you. Leo is the thespian in the zodiac. Leo is the star of the zodiac, even though Aquarius is in tarot is associated with the star card. I'm speaking to energy. Leo is the star of the show. Okay, Leo is associated with the sun as far as astrology goes. So, what is happening during this time? Because the full moon is a period of, well, then this is your moon, Leo, baby. You tune in at the right Leo moon. This is your moon, Leo moon, baby. You tune in at the right time. What we're speaking to with this full moon energy, of full moons being the energy of cultivation, not necessarily the energy of starting new things, but what you may, like I said, speaking to those passion projects earlier, what's going to be happening during this time is we're going to be putting in work. And this is fire energy. So fire energy is all about action and motivation and drive and actually doing the physical work, putting energy into these things that we are cultivating, these passion projects, these relationships, these connections, these careers, whatever it is. Like I said, whatever it is that's making your heart beat during this time, and speaking to fire energy, you're wanting to make moves on it. And what's happening is, while we may not be talking about it to everybody now, you may not let people know what you have going on, and you might, just depends on the type of person you are. But what's happening is, with that Leo, I'm the star of the show energy, whatever it is that you're working on, you have whether you're real with yourself about it or not, you have the intention of receiving praise and accolades for it, okay? You're like, this is work that I want people to know that I do. This is a situation that I want people to know that I'm in. This is an energy that I want people to know that I'm rocking with, and I want them to know that I'm good at it, and this is where I'm supposed to be, what I'm supposed to be doing. So you're cultivating being in these spaces of success as far as these passion projects or these things that make your heart's beat go. Okay. Another point that I have here, speaking to with that Plutonian energy that we're also dealing with that aspect there, is our heart's desires. Again, we're speaking to the moon here. So we've got the things that we really want, the things that make us feel good. We're working on these with this Leo fire energy. And we've got this Pluto, very deep, intense, transformative energy. So we're looking at the things that we truly and honestly want, and we're coming with the fiery energy with it. So even if right now it is not transpiring in the physical, and don't be surprised, because again, this is a full moon. This is a time period of cultivation, right? So just to sidebar, the things that you're working on right now, you'll start to see them really start to physically manifest, or really start to see a return on them once we come up on the Leo new moon. So think summertime, like end of summer is when you're really going to start to see a return on the stuff that you're putting your energy into right now. Okay. But I took a tangent from that. What was I talking about? Our heart's desires, the things that we truly and honestly want, and we are coming with fire energy with it. So what's happening is, we're going in and taking what we want, taking what we need, making the demand for what it is that we need. I was talking to a friend the other day, and I'll flip the analogy for astrology, but it was speaking to her about being we were having a conversation about something else. We were speaking about being Black women, and people perceiving Black women as just angry all the time. And I'm like, that's not actually the case. What it really is that as a Black woman, the experience is not I get to go and ask for what I want and it's given to me. I typically have to go and make my demands and then take what it is that I need, and I don't care about how I'm perceived, because this is what I need, this is what I want. And that's the energy that this Leo full moon is coming with. We're not sitting around waiting anymore for the things that we want to be handed to us, for the things that we need to put ourselves in these spaces that we want to be in, to be presented to us on a silver platter. What's happening right now is we have the fire with us, and we're making our demands, and we're taking what it is that we decided we want to have in our lives. And not to say that you have to be mean about it, but that is very much so the energy here. It's about what's happening is, this full moon is bringing in this illumination, this clarity, as far as, okay, what do you truly want? What do you really need? What is really success for you? What do you really want people to see you and know you for? And then deciding, okay, this is the path that I'm going to be on, and I'm going to put myself into these spaces. And that's what we're coming with, okay? I want to speak a little bit to the numerology. It is happening in a 6-day, breaking down the date. And I love when we have the moons fall on the days. I love when we have that align with the energy of the universal year. We're in a 6th universal year. I haven't put up the description box yet, but I will in a few minutes when I finish this video. Go on and check out that video. Shameless plug. It will be down there in the description box for you. But this is a big energy of alignment. So again, circling back to what I was saying about tapping into or working on passion projects or feeling pulled towards things that are making your heart beat during this time, because this is an energy of alignment, I think it's very important for me to tell you guys to not disregard the things that you feel called to work on, okay? What else do I have here? Oh, you guys, I skipped a whole point. Not that it's I guess it's not important anymore, but if you would like to know basic Leo energy on the positive side, I'm just gonna read these off. On the positive side, Leo is ambitious, creative, passionate, dynamic, charismatic, romantic, warm. Shadow side could be a little overbearing, dramatic, selfish, egotistical, and possessive. That's usually what I usually open the videos with that. And I didn't tell you guys what Leo energy is. So there's general Leo energy for you. Moving into, that's all I got for the points now. Speaking to rituals for the full moon. If you've been watching my videos or been following my channel for a while, you know that I don't do big rituals for moons that are not mine. Since this is not a Cancer, Capricorn moon, I'm really just going to be doing my intentions, cleansing a few stones, and calling it a day. So what I do for intentions, I will take a little index card, and I have, as you guys can see, I have colored index cards, and I like to, if I can, get the color of the zodiac that I'm working with, or I'll write in the color of the zodiac that I'm working with. And so Leo colors are oranges, reds, yellows. Leo's also associated with warm neutrals like browns and creams and tans. So you can, if you have index cards or if you have pencils or pens in those colors, I had y'all, my friends and my family make fun of me, but like I'm a writer also. Like I write scripts and I'm a content writer, so I do have a lot of writing utensils. Maybe more than the next, maybe a little bit more than the next person, maybe more than I need, but you know, you do what you want when you pop in. So I'm gonna write my rituals, and because this is a full moon, we're speaking to release. This is not a time to manifest new things. This is a time, again, period of cultivation, release, and clarity. So you want to write your intentions with, I release, I no longer, I have clarity on, I understand, things of that sort. The way that I do my intentions, I like to hold stones. I have incense burning, music playing, whatever the case may be. As far as scents go for Leo, I would go with citrus or spicy or like peppery scents. As far as, what else did I gave you guys colors, I gave you guys fragrances. What am I missing? I feel like I'm missing 2 things. I know I got to tell y'all about the stones, but there's something else that I was going to tell you guys about here. Oh, it's because that's not, okay, yes, there is another point, but I'll hit the stones first so we can work. I like to just hold my stones while I read out my intentions, and because it is a full moon, I burn my intentions. Now, sidebar, you guys, when we have these lunations, especially depending on like the aspects that they make to other planets, based on the element, you can see some of these things playing out in the physical. I'll give you guys a prime example. We had the Aries new moon last year. The building to the right of the one that I live in caught on fire. Aries full moon last year, building across the property on the other side of the leasing office caught on fire. I'm like, I don't know what's going on with the energy in this complex. It's wild, and I could give y'all stories, but I'm like, listen, y'all is tapped into astrology, and y'all might need to reel it on back because I don't need my building catching on fire. So just be mindful of doing work with your rituals. I burn my full moon intentions, but I'm very safe with doing so. So if you're going to burn intentions, make sure that you were safe. Don't burn your house down, then come back to me talking about you told me to do full moon intentions. Be careful. Stones, Leo stones. A few that I have written down. Amber, I know sunstone is one. I'm not on the point yet because I don't have my glasses on. Amber, where are we? Amber, sunstone, damn, you're right. Onyx, and you can do white or black onyx. Hey. You can do white or black onyx, and tangerine or quartz is a good Leo stone to work with as well. Those are just a few. Again, y'all know, like I always say, Google is free. Literally hop on Leo stones and it'll pull up a whole bunch of Leo stones. A site that a really easy way for me to find stones, I go to healingcrystals.com and I will type in Leo, or I'll go to a stone that I know is a Leo or whatever zodiac stone. And if you scroll down to the bottom of that products page, they have like all of the stones information, and it will have like the zodiac, the numerical vibration, all of the things. Sidebar, if you're just interested in learning a little bit more about certain stones, you have some stones that you don't necessarily know what the energy is for. Healingcrystals.com is a good website for that. And this was not a paid sponsorship. I actually just really like that website. So maybe they should sponsor me. Okay, guys, what else? Oh, I wanted to speak to working with the element as well. So this is the fire element. Do not light things on fire aside from your intentions. But because Leo is associated with the sun, this is a good time to work with the sun. If you are in a space where the sun is shining and it's not super cold outside, even if it is cold outside and you can go outside and just let the sun hit your skin for a few minutes, that is a good way to work with this Leo energy. If you're a little bit more advanced in your spiritual practices, you could sun gaze. Now, this is another, I'm giving y'all another disclaimer. Do not go out there and blind yourself and then come back to this video, type in all kinds of weird letters because you can't see no more, mad at me. If you are going to sun gaze, you need to do your research. I would also suggest talking to somebody that does sun gaze. It's not something you want to do for a long time. You do need to train your eyes for it. And despite what you would assume, you don't want to sun gaze when the sun is at the highest point in the sky. It's actually best to do it when it is rising or when it is setting, okay? And that's it for as far as like the rituals go, okay? So just to wrap this up, this Leo full moon is really bringing illumination into our heart's desires and really putting us in a position to where we are going for and demanding the success that we want in our lives and doing the work to put ourselves in those spaces, okay? And again, I always associate with Leo energy. One of me and my sister's personal mantras is you do what you want when you poppin'. And then we gonna loop my Grammy's her little phrase in here too, as far as this Leo full moon is concerned. And I can show you better than I can tell you. So it's all about doing the work to put ourselves out there in the spaces that we would like to be perceived in, okay? People that are going to be the most affected by this Leo full moon are people with their moons in Leo, especially in 28 degrees or within the orb of that, which is 6 or 7 degrees. Speaking to orbs, I typically say the energy is more, it's more intense within like 3 to 4 degrees, but depending on the astrologer that you're working with, we have different interpretations. So for me, I stick within 3 to 4, but typically speaking to regular astrology practices, 6 or 7 is the orb that we're speaking to. People with a lot of Leo energy in their charts, if your chart is ruled by Leo, or the 5th house, or you have a lot of solar aspects in your chart, you can definitely expect to feel or see a lot of transformation from this full moon. A lot of fixed energy. What else? Am I missing one? Oh, and 28 degree placements. Anywhere you have those 28 degree placements or within the orb of 28 degrees, look at the planets in that area, the houses in that area, and you can get an idea of what is transpiring for you. For example, this moon is making an aspect to Mercury in my natal chart. And speaking to working on passion projects, the reason I can't see that well right now, and I was wearing my glasses, is because I spent the past couple of days finishing a pilot episode for a fellowship that I've been watching for a year. And I almost missed the deadline because Mercury said, oh, you thought you were good, but you went real quick before I leave. So yeah, I almost missed the deadline on that, but I was writing for the better part of 48 hours. So this moon is making an aspect to my Mercury, which Mercury does govern communication and writing is one of my passions. And so there we go. There's an example, a personal example of this Leo full moon energy for you guys to help you understand a little bit better what we're rocking with here, okay? And that's it. That's all I got for you guys. Shameless plugs. I am still doing all of the love readings. I wanted to get them up by Valentine's Day, but like realistically speaking, that was not going to happen. So over the course of February, they will be going up on my my site. I will come back in here and link them, the love readings. They will be available. I haven't decided the price yet, but there will be 3 in there for the price of 1. So if you want love readings, just keep watching my channel, because I'll announce when I put them out. Those are probably the only ones that I'm going to charge for as far as the readings that I put up on the channel this month. I'm not doing general tarot forecasts for February because I got a lot going on. I'll come back with that for March, but as of right now, you guys can check out the 2022 general tarot forecast. You can also check out the Aquarius new moon because we are in the Aquarius lunar cycle. Leo is Aquarius, Leo is opposite Aquarius, so we have the full moon in Leo underneath the Aquarius lunar cycle. So we are rocking with Aquarius energy until we tap into that Pisces new moon in a couple of weeks. And that's all I got for you guys. Oh, thank you for getting me to 2K subs. I don't know when, but I was looking at my analytics the other day and I was like, oh, I hit 2,000. So thank you guys. Thanks. I appreciate you guys. Thanks to those of you who have been tipping for all of the free readings. Y'all are greatly appreciated. Y'all are more appreciated than the subscribers. I like subscribers that tip. Thanks. No, I appreciate all of you guys. I appreciate those of you that give me watch time and likes and shares and all of that, because that does share my content, and the way that I get bookings and get people to purchase my products is by you guys sharing and talking about my channel and talking about the content on here. So I do appreciate you guys. Thank you for 2,000 subs. I tried to tag everything with 2K and I forgot that that's a whole video game, and I couldn't understand why so much basketball stuff was coming up. And then I had to get real back in, like, girl, you have 4 brothers. You should have known. Okay, that's it. I'm rambling now. Thank you guys for tuning in. If you like this video, hit the little thumbs up. If you know anybody that has Leo energy or is into astrology or wants to know what energy we're working with right now, send them this link. I'm going to come back in here in a few minutes and put the description up, but I also have up a blog for those of you who don't want to sit through the video and just want a quick read up of what type of energy we're going to be working with. I'll have that up there too. And then sidebar, for those of you who do know me, I am a writer. Click on this blog because people reading my blog is how I make money as well. For those of y'all that don't want to tip, that is another free way to support me. Thank you. And what else? Subscribe if you're not already subscribed. And that's it, you guys. It's snowing outside. I'm literally trying to get to the hot chocolate into my bed, into somebody's movie. I might go watch Set It Off. I feel like in the mood for Set It Off. Ain't that that's a very Leo energy coming through. I think I'm gonna go watch Set It Off. All right, y'all. Thanks for tuning in. I will catch y'all next time. I don't even know what video is coming up next. I've literally just been in the space of writing scripts. So SunshinehazeCo has been a little scattered for the past couple of weeks, but I'm getting it together. So I'll be back in here more consistently over the next week or so. Okay. Thanks for being patient with me, and thank you for tuning in. I will catch y'all next time. Happy Leo full moon. And I am jealous of those of y'all that get to actually go outside and enjoy the sun, but I'm still going to enjoy the snow from inside my house. Peace.